This land is barren and broken, scarred like the face of the moon. Our tongue no longer spoken, the towns all around face ruin. Will there be work?
Hi everybody, Gold Rush Sam here. What I'd like to bring to you today is something I've been working on diligently for quite some time. It's called the Gold Rush game. It's about mining, it's about gold rush, it's about history of revolution, industrial revolution, the railroads, the Morse code, that's filled with history, filled with geography, filled with math. You can learn things, and if I've done my job right, you probably will learn something. I built this game years ago that created the opportunity for me to bring something that's very important and near and dear to my heart to you and all the people in the world if I've done my job right. The project now has come to a point where I want to start bringing it out, so this video today is my opportunity to bring it to you first and foremost on this wonderful thing we call the internet, the YouTube. So if you'll take a moment here, I'd like to show you more about it. I've spent a lot of time going to Cornwall in the past life. We're talking about the past 3 years or so. And over this time, I've developed a storyline that's never been told about the mining industry and how this one character developed the Industrial Revolution, became the key source of all the copper in the Industrial Revolution. The book talks about mining. It starts from the Bronze Age, the Iron Age, the Roman Age, and when you get to about 1753, my character is born. His name is John Williams III with the nickname of Jack. And Jack was the most instrumental man in the Industrial Revolution because he produced 40% of all the copper that was ever produced during the Industrial Revolution. He lived between 1853 and 1841, but he's got a very interesting story because if it wasn't for this man, we would not have the Morse code. Andrew Carnegie might have not ever built the Carnegie Hall, and railroads would have taken many, many, many more years to come out. This man was inspirational with all those projects, which a lot of people don't know. At the end of the book, you've got 8 of Jack's best men that go out throughout the world to go find copper. The copper was what they were after, and when they were out there digging for copper, somebody found some gold.
If I tunnel way down to Australia,
I thought to myself one day, well, I could call myself Gold Rush Sam. My character, John Williams, Jack, he has a little friend called Tommy Knocker down deep in the mines where they mine. Tommy is a little 2-foot gnome type of guy. He's dressed up in mining garb, as you see on the front of the book here. Now, Tommy has a friend called Madeline the Sprite. And Madeline's only 10 inches tall, and she's got wings. But one day, this Jack goes down into a cave when he's 16 years old, looking for artifacts that the old miners might have left behind, and hopefully finding some new tin, as his family was in the mining business. When he went into this tunnel one day, he got in about 1,500 feet and found something on the ground that was very sparkly, and as he picked it up, he found that it was a green crystal, amethyst. It was dirty, so he rubbed it on his sleeve a few times, and all of a sudden, this cave wasn't dark anymore. We now have lights and sprites and little gnomes, and Tommy Knocker's able to see. Now the miners, they all love Tommy Knocker. Tommy Knocker tells them where the gold is. Tommy Knocker can tell them when a cave-in's gonna happen. At the end of John's life, there's a great celebration, but he has located 8 of his best men, and his men are taken to introduce to Tommy, and they're given their own greenstone so they can travel between universes like Jack does. Jack's a visionary, just as these other men are, and because of them being born on July the 5th and being visionaries and being in the mining business, they were able to take the greenstone and travel between Sprite Land and human land. Now at the end, there's 8 best men and Jack's son, John IV. They take off throughout the world, and thus the Gold Rush game. The object of the game is to be the wealthiest miner, and then the book that leads you to how the gold rush started. It's a history game. It's a geography game. It's a math game. Try your skills at beating your other person's wit. It's you gotta be on your toes. Every play has interactive plays with all players. Plays up to 8 players, age 12 and up.
how will I ever escape?
Let me show you a little bit about the game. This is the board. This is the working model. This is the playbook. And as you see, we've got various rules and regulations in here. This is a book for description of the great gold rushes of the history of time. And this is a book of the largest gold nuggets ever found in history, various things. Now, you can win these gold nuggets in the game. You have 8 mines in the game, and each mine is owned by a separate miner. Well, you start off the game in Cornwall, then you take a trip over to the New Lands, and you end up in a mining town. And from that mining town, you then go out to the various gold mines to try to find the gold. Now, not easy to get gold. Gold is just, if you see anything on TV, the gold, these guys make it and some of them don't. So in this game, to be the wealthiest miner is a great accomplishment, and it's going to take a lot of strategy and a lot of wit for you to get there. The cards here, for those who like cards, there's plenty of those. The general store cards are where your supplies and tools are. The Gold Rush cards, that's where you get your gold dust. Mail call could be good or bad. You could have a bill come in, or an investor could be sending you some extra money to help you go mine more. The saloon, you might even get killed at the saloon, but there's a lot of rewards at Rosie's Hotel. And those are the cards, basically. They got the bank here, the bank cards. That is where all your mortgages and your mining deeds come from. What I'd like to show you now is that there's different levels in the game. The first levels you have is your supply cards. Then you've got your panning. And when you get your panning, you can go out to mine gold in the gold fields. You can look for placer gold. And once you find placer gold, you cash your gold in. Then you can go to the next levels. There's 9 levels in all. But then when you get to the 9th level, you're going to have this nice little green diamond here. Of course, this is a large one, but you'll find this green diamond in the walls. Tommy Knocker is going to help you find it. Skilly the Snake is going to help you find the gold nuggets, and then there's Diggy the Dog. But none of that matters unless you've got the green stone. And I'm going to pull one out of my pocket here so you see. Now, this is the original green stone. This is the green stone that the character in the book had when they were alive, and this guy, John Williams III. This is his stone when John Williams III was alive. During the gold mining era, from 1849 and up, the U.S. government printed gold certificates, so the game is filled with gold and silver certificates. What I'd like to tell you is that the game is very involved. It deals with math, history, geography, and a lot of wit. And in order to be the wealthiest miner, you're going to have to outplay everyone. But when you do win, there's going to be a day that I'm going to digitize the game. And when I digitize the game, then people will be able to play in the various rooms and actually win real gold coins, solid gold coins, silver coins, platinum coins, palladium coins. They'll be able to get copper bars. They'll be able to get real gold. And they'll be able to also convert their winnings into cryptocurrency. For those of you who don't know about cryptocurrency, you might look up Bitcoin. Well, my call letters are GR Crypto. So playing the game creates the cryptocurrency and also gives great reward. Now, what there'll be is a website where we'll have non-paid members, we'll have guests, and we'll have paid members as well. And there'll be a store. There'll be products in the store. You'll be able to buy any of these products here. I'll have real gold coins, real platinum coins, palladium coins. But the one I like the best is Tommy. Tommy the Knocker. He's a little 3-inch tall guy. You buy that.